Monday.
It is a happy Monday.
Yeah, you know, a Monday, what I try to tell myself about Mondays is it's an opportunity to have a great week. That's instead of if I feel like I'm coming down with a case of the Mondays.
Yeah, then you
know,
just
I'm
see.
like, oh,
that's a good way to do it, though. So you kind of pre-program yourself to enjoy the rest of the week.
Yeah, I try.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to do that with you. Anyway, welcome everybody. This is HSN Today. That's Shannon. I'm Guy. We have great shows today. Great stuff.
We've got food and great electronics.
I know. We're really excited. Speaking of the electronics, we're going to be doing a full presentation of our Today Special at the top of the next hour. If you're one of those folks, like so many of us out there, that watches the TV and watches movies, and you're like, what? What do you say?
Yeah.
It happens all the time, right?
Or you're turning it up so much that people down the hall can hear, and you're like, turn it down.
You want to hear the vocals. You want to hear what the storyline is. Well, guess what? This is so kicked up. You know, we carried Z-Box before where it had the one level where it brought up the dialogue in movies or whatever it is you're watching. This has 6 more levels to bring it up. So if you're one of those people, or many of those people, who can't hear what's going on the TV, this is a must-have for you. It sets up in seconds. It's a minimal profile. 3 built-in speakers inside this thing, and then of course that great voice box control, what we call AccuVa voice, which is amazing. We have color choices. It's one plug to set it up. Not only that, you can hook it up to your TV and another audio source. So if you want to hook it up to like your stereo system or whatever, you can do that too.
And the sound really is incredible. If you've ever,
cool.
like I love to watch action movies, but when you turn it up to hear the person, then the action blows, like it's way too loud, right? This just sort of balances it all out, and it's smart enough to be able to identify voices so that you can hear whatever they're saying, and it's really incredible, an amazing price as well. So if you're searching around there for prices, we've got the best price. We've also got some great food for you, and if you're waking up right now, we've got the perfect snack and the perfect starter for you.
Thank you, Shannon. Yes, we do. And this comes to us from a company called Ferris, and you know Ferris has been with us for a long, long time. I love this. I've always got Ferris nuts at the house because I think they make just a great snack, and a snack that you don't feel guilty about when you grab a handful of these or when you take them to work. They're so awesome. Now, normally, when we offer Ferris, those of you who watch know that we usually offer it in 3 1-pound jars, but we decided, because we want a lot of people to try it. I know, committing to 3 boxes or 3 big containers might be a little much, so what we're doing is we're doing a 2-pound Try Me container. This is Ferris's roasted and salted cherries, berries, and nuts, my favorite mix of all time. You get 2 pounds of goodness. You can energize yourself whenever you want. You can mix it in with all kinds of things, and Sarah Marintz is here, and she's going to tell us more about it. Hi, Sarah.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
You know, whenever you guys are here with this product, I always, because there's a lot of times we bring stuff and we're like, oh my gosh, I've got to eat cookies first thing in the morning, which, sometimes you got to just bite the bullet and do that. But when you guys come in, I know that we're going to get something that's really delicious and also kind of good for us. You don't feel guilty about it.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
We're always looking to munch on something, especially late afternoon. You get that like, oh, I'm hungry. You're usually heading to the vending machine to grab something with like empty calories, something sugary. But today, Ferris has brought you the 2-pound jar of cherries, berries, and nuts.
Love this one.
Yes. Let's take a look at what you're getting in this 2-pound jar. Okay, so we have our pecans, we have almonds, our cashews, we have our cherries, and we have our cranberries. And look at that, they stuck together because they're so juicy. And look at how big all of the nuts are, and they're so whole, and that's what you're actually going to be getting when in the 2-pound jar. No broken nuts, no little bits and pieces. And take a look at just the comparison. I'm gonna compare right here. This is a pecan from the cherries, berries, and nuts from Ferris. This is a pecan that you get in that normal trail mix that you get, when you go to the grocery store and you're buying it.
People get that, Sarah. They don't understand that there are grades of nuts. They really are. And then there's that's why when you ever go to the store and you'll see there'll be certain jars, the little cans that you buy, and some of them will say pieces on there. That's because those are the lower sort of graded level there, and so they're more affordable, and that's what people do. But when you buy them and you see these big giant pieces, it's just gonna knock you out. You're not gonna believe how wonderful. All right, so I just realized, Kyle, is that free shipping today? Free shipping, which we don't get to do very often, and it's 2 flex. So if you're looking for something that you can give to the kids, that you can give to your husband or wife when they go to work, this is perfect. And I also love, Sarah, the container, because I can bring this to work, have it there, seal it up, right, and it's good to go. I can leave this in my cupboard, good to go, and then I can sort of portion out what I need if I want to put it in little bags and things like that?
Absolutely. I mean, summer's here. We're going to be road tripping. Maybe you're spending all day at the soccer field, at the baseball field. You're going to want something that's going to fill you up and you're going to feel good about it. So why not have this to snack on? And it's the 2-pound jar. That's a lot. You're getting a lot in a 2-pound jar. Why don't you go ahead and open that up and pour out so we can see how much you're getting.
Can I do this one?
Oh yeah. Go ahead, open that up. Why don't you pour it right here so we can see how much you're getting.
The little thing off
this
here.
one might be open actually.
Okay.
Right under here. Make it a little easier for you.
Yeah, it's like, why'd they give you the one with the thing on it? Okay, you ready?
Yes.
So when you order today and you spend that little $22, watch, guys, and I mean, it's ridiculous. Look at this. So and I think it's important that we show this because this is an incredible, I mean, it's gotta be 30 servings here. There has to be at least. And it just keeps on going.
And the nuts are whole.
Look at.
And look at how, do you see how this is stuck together right here?
Yeah.
It's because all the fruit in here, it's so juicy. So a lot of companies, when you have dried fruit, they pull the juice out and you're just getting the skins because they send all of that juice to concentrate. Ferris doesn't do that. That's where the difference is.
So that is that.
They leave all of the juice in the fruit right there. You're not getting just dried skins.
So this is an actual cherry. There's cranberry in here. There's the incredible almonds. There's these giant big cashews. I mean, I'm telling you, you take a handful of this and like even when you eat it, I love the little saltiness in the beginning.
The sweetness.
And then it's sweet. And with the cherries, they got a little bit of tart too. It's so good, makes your mouth water.
And you don't just have to snack on it. You can use it for so many different things. I'm a big baker. I love to make cookies. If you throw this in any cookie recipe, I mean, game changer. You're taking your cookies to the next level. Or you want to toss it on top of a salad, you're going to want to eat your salad.
Yeah, show everybody,
like
what you did.
Right here, we have some salad, and you can just take some right here and toss it, sprinkle it on top of your salad. Oh, and it looks pretty too. Or add it to your chicken salad recipe. And you know, breakfast in the morning, if you have oatmeal or maybe yogurt, put it on top, you have a little yogurt parfait. Yeah,
I do it in smoothies. Like I actually take a little handful and I'll put it right into my bullet and I just pulverize it, and it's so freaking good. Honestly, it's a great go-to for any kind of recipe, whether you know, standard fruit cakes, obviously, things like that, if people still make those. But you can put this on anything. Yogurt, it's fantastic. And if you, like we said, if you love oatmeal, if you're putting it in cookies, it makes the most amazing cookies ever. It's 2 pounds today. That is a lot. And you know, when you go to the health food stores, which I go to here, there's one down the street, not too far from my house, you're paying $14, $15 a pound for nuts. You really are. They're expensive as can be. So to get 2 pounds at only $22 with free shipping, and when you see the quality, because not all nuts and berries are equal, okay? When they harvest these things, just like with other things, they separate them out. They take the big pieces. And what are we looking at there, Sarah? That's a company, right?
Yes, and we're located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Ferris has been in business since 1924. So I think they know a thing or two about what they're doing, about how to, but they source from some of the most wonderful places in the world. So they get, you know, all of the nuts, all of the fruits from India, Brazil, from California, and the cherries come from Michigan.
It must smell so good in that factory.
I think it does. It looks pretty good.
Right?
Yes.
And that's just a process of how they're made. So it's a real hands-on type of thing. So when you get this, and you'll get a jar like this, I'll put the lid back on. And I want you to look. I'll hold the jar in front of you, and you'll see how big it is. All right, I have big hands, but still, this is a really big, giant jar. You got 2 pounds inside there. And when I turn it around, you ever notice a lot of companies will cover their jar with tons of labels, or you won't be able to see through it? These guys are proud of what's inside, and you look and you don't see, even on the bottom, do you see broken pieces down there? It's almost 90% perfectly good together. And the only reason that some may break is just because of in shipping or if it bounces around. But you're getting these incredible, this incredible quality, and that's what Ferris is all about. And it is different than everything else, because you can go, I know you can go to the supermarket, and you can buy a little jar of, you know, roasted peanuts and things like that. Yeah, fine, whatever. If you know what, if the quality is not that important to you, then go ahead and buy, you know, and they're not cheap even at the supermarket.
They're not.
Try to buy cashews at the supermarket. They're expensive.
Expensive.
Like macadamia nuts and pistachios. That stuff is expensive. So once again, let's do a comparison.
Yes, absolutely. We have one of Ferris's pecans right here, and then you have a grocery store pecan. I mean, look at that. Look at the size difference.
Yeah, and then here, I'll do one for you. Look at this guy. Ready? We'll take this one, slide him over. There's a regular cashew.
There's one from Ferris.
Look at the difference of those two.
It's incredible. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. And that's what, you know, when you're going to spend your hard-earned money on something, you really want to get the best that you can. I've never seen anything better. And I go to a health food store where they have lots of different grades and they have lots of different stuff, and it's expensive. I mean, it's $14.99 for cashews and all the higher end nuts. But even almonds are expensive. First of all, nuts are inherently expensive because they're hard to harvest. You know, they don't just fall off a tree and there's the nut. They normally have to be processed in some way. You know, like cashews, for example, you know, grow on the exterior. It's a weird way they grow on the fruit that they're on. But most of these things have to be shelled or taken out or cleaned up. So it's an expensive process, and so everybody's going to pay a lot. But when you get to the level of this level where they're this big and they're whole, because it's hard to keep them whole. When you see how they're processed, doing that takes a lot of extra work. So that's why you'll spend more, but it'll be worth it. And for me, I'd rather spend the extra money and get the better quality.
Yes, and no matter what you're putting in, whether it's the salad or the yogurt, you're going to feel good because the nuts and the fruits, in the nuts there's so much fiber and protein, so you're filling up on something good and you're going to feel good. When you're snacking on good stuff, you're going to feel great.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, when you're taking it to the soccer field or on a road trip or to work, you could store this in work. You know, that you're not heading to the vending machine or reaching for those sugary snacks.
This is not a quick fix. This is something that just tastes great and makes you feel good. Well, that's what, you know, when you eat a candy bar, you get the high from the sugar and all of a sudden, then you fall down and you're like, oh my God, what did I do? And you feel terrible. These make you feel good all day. And even if you look at the individual, like here's I'll pull a cherry out here. And if you can see, I know we're just about out of time, but I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna show you. It's moist inside. Can you see that? It's not a dried out. I mean, you can see it. You can still see seeds and things inside.
All the juice is in there.
That's amazing.
All the juice is in there.
The cherry is so good.
The cherry makes all delicious. I mean, the combination of the nuts and then the fruit, it's like the best combination. You're getting the crunch and then the sweetness. That's why it goes well. You can see we have cupcakes and then salads. So you're going from dessert to kind of something healthy. And it works. It works with everything.
I think you're right on when you talk about the cravings that you get. Because, you know, a lot of times what we're trying to satisfy is the actual physical craving of chewing on something, right? And so, when you get this, that's why like the sugar dissipates so quickly into your mouth and it's gone, and then you're just like, you're craving more. With these, you feel the chew, there's a lingering flavor. You feel like you really ate something. It's not something that's artificial. All this stuff is growing. You know, when I see a lot of the, you know, like the fruit tapes and things out there, that I'm just like, it's all processed stuff.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, you know, the kids love it, that's fine. But that's because that's what you gotten used to. But if you really want to do them, you know, right, get them stuff like this. Start them out from early age. You know, what's funny too is, you know, my son is 16. He loves this stuff. He'll like grab a handful of it because he's all into like working out stuff now. And so he's like, no, I love this stuff. And I think it's because of the quality of it, right? Because when you go and normally when you go see dried cranberries in a store, they're completely processed. They're loaded with chemicals.
Just the skins?
Yeah, they're just, and they're teeny tiny. And it's you know what, they probably take, who knows, I'm not saying this from knowing this for sure, but I'm sure they're not using the best quality product because they're drying it. And they're like, at the end of the day, who's gonna know?
Right.
Well, if you put that next to that, like we did and compare them side by side, you're gonna see why people go to Ferris and why they love it so much. It's $11.48 to get it home. It's free shipping and handling. Remember, it's 2 pounds in what I think is their best combination of the salted cherries, berries, and nuts. You're gonna love it. Sarah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you so much.
All right, so grab yours while you can. I want to remind everybody, coming up in just a little bit, my man Dan is going to be here. And let me tell you, when it comes to wrapping stuff, this guy is the king. Not just because he's a great guy, but because he's got great stuff to wrap with. I own the Wrap Master. Love it. So this is going to take care of your plastic wrap, your foil, and your wax paper. It's only $39.95. You get all three, right, Dan? Dan, you get all three. You're gonna love that. So that's coming up a little bit later on in the show, and it's only $39.95, and it's a customer pick. Let me toss it over to the woman in the red kimono. That's what I'm gonna call you.
I like that. Hey, I'll answer to that. I'll answer to anything. All right, Guy's back, so it's fun when Guy's here. You know what? We've got great, healthy snacks for you. I know as soon as you hear healthy, you're like, I don't know, I tuned out. But think about this, all right? I went to the movies this weekend. What's the best thing about every single movie? the popcorn, of course, you can have that amazing movie theater style taste in your own home because Kelsey Nixon has made the perfect microwave popcorn. I know if you think microwave popcorn, you think of all the gunk and the yuck. This is none of the yuck, all of the great flavor, and we've got 4 gorgeous colors for you. This is the poppy red. We have it in Moroccan blue. Here's the mint, and this is the canary yellow. And you notice what I notice about this? This is made of glass, but every kernel is big and fluffy and perfect, and that great crunch that you crave. We're gonna show you how many different ways you can enjoy this tasty and healthy snack. And Stacey Phillips is here to show us exactly how to do that. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Hi, everybody.
I just have to say, it smells incredible in here.
I know, and you know, everybody loves popcorn, right? And what I think is so cool about popcorn is you can just pop it, add a little bit of salt, and it's the perfect healthy snack. It's low carb, it's low fat. In fact, this pops 8 cups of popcorn, but in 3 cups of popcorn, you can have less than 100 calories. Again, it's low carb, it's gluten-free, it's a perfect Monday through Thursday snack. Because I've got some weekend snacks. It's elevating your popcorn. But it's so simple. You don't have to add any type of oil. All you do is you come over, you choose any type of kernel that you would like, and all you need is 1/3 of a cup. That is it, okay? So this is all you do. You add the kernels straight to the glass bowl, and that's it. You put the silicone lid on top, and then you place this right in the microwave. Every microwave's a little bit different. It's anywhere from like 1 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
This microwave, we've already done one. This microwave happens to be 2 minutes and 50 seconds for the perfect pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this. It's really simple.
So how are we gonna figure out how many minutes our microwave needs?
It's after you hear it, the popping start to slow down, right? So when you get about 3 seconds in between the pop, you know it's ready. And this is what you get every single time. And you know what I love about this is you're not adding oil. You're not adding butter unless you want to. And that's why I call it the Monday through Thursday popcorn, where you just add a little bit of salt. But if you want to elevate it, here's what you do. You take your whatever color you want. Your
Moroccan blue, I like that one.
This blue is really pretty, isn't it?
Very
okay,
pretty.
So then you add your kernels, your 1/3 of a cup once again, and then you just put the silicone lid on top, and then you add just a pat of butter. Now, if you like lots of butter, then you put lots of butter, or you just put the butter right on top. Here's what happens. As it is cooking and your popcorn is popping, what's happening? The butter is melting. So the first layer of popcorn has butter, then the second layer of popcorn has butter, and then the top layer of popcorn has butter. So it's drizzled so evenly and perfectly throughout. All you have to do is take it out and toss it with a little bit of salt, and it is absolutely perfect every single time. This is how easy it is. And here's the fun thing about popcorn. You can have a very healthy snack. Again, you have it's low fat, it's the perfect food. But what if you want to elevate it a notch? Here's bacon. You can take bacon bits. You can take just fresh bacon. Maybe you have some leftover bacon from Sunday morning. And then you take some maple syrup. Now this is definitely elevating popcorn, right? I mean, look at that. That is fantastic.
Even thought of that?
But this is really, really good. It's something fun. It's a little bit more gourmet. And then you have your popcorn with your syrup.
That looks incredible. And Stacey, because we saved all of the calories by not having to add any of those hydrogenated fats and heavy oils, you can save it for what tastes good, the bacon and the syrup. We've got it at $10 off for you today, and you can get it home for under $10. If you have been making the microwave popcorn because you think it's a little bit healthier than maybe something else, look at the ingredients. You have to look at the ingredients, and half of them you won't even be able to pronounce. When you make your Kelsey Nixon microwave popcorn, it's going to be corn, and maybe that's it. It could be corn and salt. It could be corn and butter, real live butter, not live butter, but you know, your real, true, delicious, aromatic, flavorful butter. It could be Parmesan cheese. It could be, what are you doing now? It could be anything, but for $9.98, s'mores.
S'mores are my favorite.
What is that? Is that sweetened condensed milk or something?
This is marshmallows.
No.
Yes.
Just
melted marshmallow sauce. And then there you go. This is the s'mores. I mean, doesn't that look just delightful? So you can be as sinful or as healthy as you want. I'm not even going to mix that up. I just think that looks fantastic, don't you? I mean, I guess we could. We could play with it. We could really kind of mix it up and get it all nice and chocolatey.
Oh my goodness.
But these are s'mores. This would be great for a birthday party. What about, you know, people are coming over and you're thinking, I want something different. You could do all sorts of different flavors of popcorn. And look, the chocolate starts to melt. You could make popcorn balls. You could do this for Halloween. I mean, popcorn really is the perfect snack. I absolutely love popcorn. I mean, it really is my favorite snack, and then s'mores are my favorite dessert. So you put the two of these together and voila, you have a wonderful, wonderful snack.
Well, what's great about this is if you are that, you crave salty and crunchy like potato chips or pretzels or anything like that, this is that perfect, it really just like meets that need. You know what I mean? You've got the salty and the crunch. Or yeah, if you want a little sweet, you can go with the sweet, add chocolate into it. I mean, any of these with the syrup and the marshmallows. And if you have seen what you are feeding your children in the microwave popcorn, oh my gosh, look at that.
Right?
Wait, from a third of a cup.
Look at how full that is.
You know how much money you're saving.
I want to show you something. I'm going to show you what your microwave popcorn is in a minute. But did you notice that I grabbed this out of the microwave and I don't have oven mitts? It's cool to the touch. This is a high quality glass made for the microwave, so I can take it right out of the microwave and I'm holding it. This is hot. The handle is nice and cool to the touch, and then I have silicone on top, which automatically starts to cool immediately, okay? So if I had butter, I would just grab it right here by the tip and take it off, and then look, it is so full. Okay, a third of a cup of butter. Look at that. It is so full, it barely comes out. Okay, so you got to kind of get a spoon or something and you just got to move it around a little bit. But that is how much popcorn. I mean, that is a lot of popcorn. And did you notice? I don't have a bunch of kernels. I don't have a bunch of kernels, and look at how nice and fluffy. Think about doing this at the office. You can grab one of these so simply. It's so lightweight, so compact. Take it to the office and keep it in the kitchen, and then you can have a snack, as opposed, yeah, we gotta throw some salt on it if you're gonna eat this. And it's a snack that you can share with everybody, right? If you've got one bag of microwave popcorn, you're keeping it all to yourself. But when you're making 8 cups, you're able to share it with everybody in the office. You don't feel like you have to go back and get more. This is a really inexpensive way, and now that I do microwave popcorn like this, I've saved so much money because it's dollars a bag. And you can buy the boxes and think what happened. You buy 3 of those family packs, you could have paid for this and then some, right? You could have bought one for a friend because it does get expensive. Now let's talk about this. I'm gonna cut this in half, okay? We've all done the microwave popcorn. And honestly, I think it tastes good. You probably do too. But what are you getting? This is the comparison. Here's what I'm getting with fresh kernels, right? There's nothing added, nothing goopy or gross, no food coloring. This is a natural product. Here's what I'm getting with microwave popcorn. Ew. I honestly don't know what that is. There's food coloring, there's you know, fake cheese, and you remember this isn't refrigerated. So look at the difference. Which would you rather have? This, which again, mystery. And have you ever had that taste in your mouth after eating microwave popcorn? It leaves a film. Right, so we don't know what that is. So which one of these would you rather have? So if you're popping this and giving this to your family, it's a little bit of a mystery. Or you can have fresh kernels. And here's the thing, it doesn't take special popcorn. It takes any type of popcorn that you want. So you buy I actually like the white popcorn the best, the white kernels. You just fill a third of a cup. It's that simple. Just drop it in. Again, if you want to do butter, you can do butter. Let's grab a pat of butter with my fingers, right, just like that. And again, what's going to happen is the butter is going to continue to melt. I mean, doesn't this look fantastic? And here it's also butter control, because if you go to the movie theaters, who doesn't love movie theater popcorn? Right. But there's gobs of butter, gobs of salt. Here, you are monitoring the amount of butter. All you did is added your fresh kernels, and the butter is melting each layer of the popcorn absolutely perfectly. And let me tell you, you are going to love how easy this is to clean. It is dishwasher safe, but you don't even need to. I mean, look at, this is the one I used. This is not a cleanup nightmare.
No.
All you do is rinse it out, maybe with a little soap and water. But of course, you can put it in the microwave. It's really, really simple.
Because there's no grease in there. There's no muck. Today you're saving $10, which basically is like 35% off of the main price. $9.98.
We got 30
You've probably
seconds.
seen Kelsey Nixon on so many different shows and cooking shows, and this is the way to get more flavorful food that's actually better for you. I'm always telling my kids to eat corn. Like, right, I'll open a can of corn or something, they'll eat corn on the cob as their vegetable. My daughter now, at 10, will ask for popcorn every time she comes home, and she thinks it's like we're at the movies. Like, it's the biggest treat. I had a great day at school today. Can I have some popcorn? And in my head, I'm like, fiber, yes, vegetable, absolutely, and just a minimum of salt or nothing at all, because it tastes so great and so fresh. You're certainly not going to miss the muck that you get in the microwave popcorn, and yet it's still just as convenient.
Look, this just popped, right? Watch this. Look, I'm grabbing it with my hand. I'm not burning myself. And all of my butter is gone. Remember, this is the one with the butter. This is silicone. If you're not familiar with silicone, so easy to clean. Cool to the touch immediately. Watch the steam. This is hot, right out of the oven, but I'm not burning myself. Look at that steam. That is fantastic. And each kernel is perfectly popped. Look, no seeds. And it has just the right amount of butter. Of course, you can add more butter, of course,
but
right?
Each one has just as much butter. That's the problem with the movie theater, is that you put the butter
just on the top.
Butter oil, that butter grease stuff that you put on the very top, and there's nothing on the bottom, and then the bottom is dry. The other thing is, this is fresh when you make it. You don't know how long those kernels have been stuck in that bag with that muck.
You can barely find the kernels in that.
I mean, this really is such a big difference. I found ruby red popcorn kernels. It was talking about how many antioxidants are in there and how incredible it is. Look at that birthday cake popcorn.
This is birthday cake popcorn. I'm just going to keep making fun popcorn.
So many fun. And there's a recipe book that comes with it as well. So many different ways to be able to make your savory popcorn, your garlic and rosemary, or your peanut butter popcorn.
So many recipes in there, but you also, with all of Kelsey's items, you also get, there's some recipes that aren't necessarily the popcorn popper, but look at this. Look how cute. Popcorn, everybody loves popcorn. It's really popular right now, no pun intended. But look, getting ready to pop. This is perfect for a little baby shower gift. You could do birthdays. You can see you can decorate these little things you can buy literally at dollar type stores.
What is this on top?
It's just the frosting that you get from the grocery store. You know, you can just drizzle on top, or you can do a white chocolate. That's what I did here. I did white chocolate and some sprinkles, and you can make savory, because this, I don't know if you saw just a second ago, but this is buffalo sauce with a little bit of butter, and then I use celery salt. This is absolutely delicious if you want to try that.
I'm just eating the birthday cake one.
Oh, and then we have s'mores. So we have the bacon, maple, and then I also have, we only have a minute left, but I want to show you what else you can do. You can grab some popcorn, and you can put any of your savory favorites. So let's just say you're having people over, and instead of doing the classic, you know, cheese and crackers, you can do something like this. So you can add a little bit of your butter. Straight to the top. Let's say you didn't add the butter while you were cooking, and you thought maybe you'd add some herbs. This is just the ranch sauce that you can buy in the grocery store. The powder, so you can sprinkle just a little bit of that on there, give it a little color and a little flavor, and of course you'll toss it around. And here are just some fresh dried chives, and there you go. You can also do Parmesan, you can do all sorts of cheeses. I mean, really have fun with the popcorn, but here's what I want you to take away from this today. The popcorn is so easy, it is so healthy, it is gluten-free. 3 cups of this makes 8 cups of popcorn, but 3 cups is only 100 calories. It's healthy, it's low carb. You can also step it up a notch and do all sorts of fun desserts and savory favorites. You're gonna love it.
Bacon and syrup, I'm in. Kelly and Stacey, just today you're saving $10. So just choose your favorite color, the one that makes you smile. And it's a glass container. You can use this as a carafe. You can use it as a pitcher later. We have that poppy red, Moroccan blue. There's the mint, and there's a canary yellow, and there's a guy who just came in. Which one is tempting you, guys?
You know what I like about this?
Here's one's popcorn.
A
cup of popcorn.
That's why I like it.
You know, you can't eat
this
it right from the jar.
This is my popcorn.
Guy-sized popcorn mug.
That's how I would eat it. I'd be like, hey guys, how's it going?
One of the things that we hadn't actually thought of. A popcorn mug.
It's exactly what it is. You could buy, like if you're having your buddies over to watch the game, everybody gets their own little mug.
Actually, that's
a popcorn mug. And then when you're done, you pour something. You pour a couple. You pour your little beer in it. Cheers.
A stein, a popcorn stein. Hey, you know, that's why we got Guy here, because he comes up with things we never would have thought of before.
I was thinking lemonade, but... You know,
but sure, beer.
Every time I watch you guys, I'm like that. I would suck that whole thing of popcorn down. So nice.
Popcorn. You
anyway,
can too. Thank
you know,
for that.
yeah, Stacey, great job too. Everything looks so good, man. The bacon and maple syrup.
It's
what?
ridiculous.
All right.
So good.
Hey, listen, I'm not just out here to talk about eating popcorn. We got up to 20% off kitchen gifts for dads and grads. So, you know, Father's Day. When is that, Shannon? A week from Sun. What? Don't just give me June. It's June 17th,
it's
I think.
It's a secret. I like to surprise my husband with Father's Day.
That's really nice, yeah. Sometimes you surprise him and like a week later you tell him it's fine.
That's right.
Surprise!
Surprise, it was Father's Day.
Anyway, if you'd like to go to hsn.com, I got lots of cool stuff for dads and grads. Measuring tape. I need that.
You know what?
Yeah.
My husband loves measuring tape.
Does he really?
I mean, it's just a fun, like, it's a great thing.
Do you want to hear something weird?
Well, also because
I have like 5 of them in my house.
There it is, though. The kids always put it someplace. You never know where it's going to end up.
Plenty to measure. All right, anyway, so if you want to grab great stuff, you can, including what's coming up next, which is Wrap Master. So we'll be right back in a sec. With that, stick around.
Did you know you can stream both HSN and HSN2 live anytime, any place? With just the click of a button on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV, you're connected to the latest and greatest we have to offer. And with HSN2, there's always something different from what's currently airing on HSN. Head over to hsn.com or open your HSN mobile app and start watching.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
I grew up always dreaming and wanting to create things. I see something and I see that we can make it better.
One day, the light bulb just went off. Nobody has this. They're waiting for me to invent it.
Next thing you know, you're on HSN and the whole world's hearing about it.
It just sold out. Very excited for you.
HSN celebrates the dreamers, inventors, and entrepreneurs who follow their hearts, helping American dreams come true.
Being here today proves anything is possible.
Chewing that popcorn. Hey, everybody, welcome back. You know, as y'all know, or maybe you don't know, but for some of you do, I worked in the restaurant business for about 20 years before this, and I pull a lot of the stuff from restaurants into my personal kitchen whenever I can, because I know the stuff I get is always the stuff that makes your job so much easier, and it's the little things that make such a big difference. That's what Wrap Master does. This is basically restaurant-style wrapping paper that you can utilize in your own home because you've got the right dispenser. It's called Wrap Master. You're gonna get 3 of these guys. You get one for your plastic wrap, one for your foil, one for your wax paper. Dan Faraz is here to show us the miracle.
Absolutely.
Isn't it funny? It's such a small detail, but it's so important.
And for 12 years now, we've been running strong.
I love this stuff. Love it.
And Guy, you know the problem. You've seen it. We've all seen it. You know, when these boxes break, everything falls apart.
And they always tear in half.
Look, they do. There's half a wrap. Okay?
Useless.
No more. Take the wrap out of the box and put it into Wrap Master. Now remember, you're getting 3. One for plastic wrap, one for foil, and one for wax paper. All you do is pop it open. And as you can see, Guy, it's all at the ready for me. So I could just pull out what I need, grab a sandwich, take it, I can wrap it real tight, cut it, and there you go, it's all wrapped perfectly. And the reason why this works like this is because there's a stainless steel blade that's right here, okay? And I'll just move that so the camera can see it. There's a stainless steel blade, but it's hidden. So when I let it down, it's not gonna hurt anybody or myself. And then you can see when I'm wrapping it, Guy, Wrap Master isn't moving. It's staying put because there's silicone feet. So when I'm wrapping a sandwich, and if you know, one of the stylists backstage said to me she was wrapping about 20 sandwiches.
Yeah.
And she wished she had Wrap Master.
Oh, this stuff is awesome.
Absolutely.
I know.
You know, and look at that. I could wrap this whole plate of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches just in no time.
So if you are preparing a picnic basket, if you're going to suppers or you're bringing stuff for a party,
that's right.
And it's just not sandwiches. Well, Dan's going to show you how it'll adjust to different size things. But I will tell you right now, we are already getting very busy. You get all three. All three. For $39.95. That's $10 off our regular price. And it's on FlexPay for $13.32. All you need to do is choose the color. And I'm going to really quickly just show them
no problem,
while you're doing your thing. So if you order it, you get one in black, red, and white, which you see in the back left of your screen. If you also order in the pink raspberry plum version, you can see those. All right, there's pink, raspberry, and plum. And then there's blue, orange, and green, which is right there. You get all three of these.
All three.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we don't have not everything is perfectly square.
Right. And you know, I just want to make a point. You could use any wrap you're using now. If it's a store brand, national brand, up to 250
So I can take this thing out,
take it out, throw the box away.
Okay,
now here's a good demonstration on how tight you can wrap Master. You could take it and work it before you cut it. So you could see now you have a drum type seal.
Look at that.
And it doesn't leak. It's just amazing. It's just unbelievable. But again, here, when you have oblong dishes, let's take a dish like this. Just put it up to Master. Take your dishes, put them right up to them, come right over, work it so you can do it. Bring it around, and you're set.
And that's
all wrapped.
That's the best part. The key to this product is its cutting ability because you've got razor-sharp teeth, and they're all recessed. So you don't have to worry. In fact, the teeth on this are much more dangerous than the teeth on that. Yes, they are. Because these things are right there where you can cut your finger.
Correct.
On top of the box, but you don't see any blade there. You can run your finger on it. Nothing's going to hurt you. When you chop it down, it recesses back out, or comes back out before, and then it pops back in after you cut.
Now here's foil. Remember, everything's always at the ready. So a big potato, no problem for Wrap Master. You take it, you cut it, you just wrap it. If it's a smaller potato, sure, you don't need as much.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at that. There's a big giant one.
Another giant one. Let's put it there. Wrap what you need, cut what you need. That's what it comes down to. Now, here's the precision. Watch this, guy. You could cut this thing as small as that. And you have precision cut the whole way. It's just unreal.
Now, Dan, what if, I see you've got some little pieces here to adjust. So if, because as we said, not all wraps are going to be exactly the same size. So how do we solve that?
Well, here's the thing. When you get your Wrap Masters, every Wrap Master will come as you see it. So when you want to load it up, you just take these two buttons and you move the carriage down. Inside, you're going to find two black adapters, okay? Now, these adapters fit for smaller cores. This is a larger core. You use the larger adapter, so you get 2 sets per unit, okay? So that's the great thing. But here, let's say we want to load it. You pull everything out, take this here, take it apart, take your plastic wrap, wax paper, whatever, and you just turn it right in. And then you take this side, turn it in. You have orange end caps. They come on.
That locks it in.
Guy, you can't put it in wrong. You can put it this way, that way, any way you like. Slip it into Wrap Master, pull out a little, close the gate, and you're ready to go.
That's how easy it is.
Yep.
$39.95 to get all 3 of these. And you know, it's funny, the first time I saw one of these was when I worked at the Northern Italian restaurant I worked at. Okay. And we had one that was a giant one. It was like this big, way too big for home use.
Those are the big ones.
But those we would use because we were lining sheet pans. We were using them to wrap large amounts of leftovers, you know, half hams and things like that. But I'd watch that thing and I remember saying to myself, man, if somebody made one of these for home use, it would be so cool. Because,
we did.
Well, because this, I mean, look at this. Look. And can I ask you a question? Why does this always happen?
It always breaks.
Why does the end always come off? It's almost like they planned that because then you can't do this properly. And then once this thing gets off track, then you wind up taking it out. It's useless. This is a throwaway.
Now, you mentioned about lining a pan. It's much better to line a pan with Wrap Master because you're not doing any waste. So you can see you've got it perfectly wrapped and with the right amount, too, which is great. And, you know, Guy, here's another thing I love about Wrap Master, too. At my house, we make pancakes in advance. Okay, so what I do is I do this, and then I could just...
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. I could just make it as I want, take the pancakes. You can see I could just do.
See, this is like a restaurant.
Absolutely.
And you are getting the professional results like you would in a restaurant. You're getting them at home. It's one of the secrets restaurants have had for a long time.
Absolutely.
You know, they get a lot of industrial products that are made available to them. And finally, and I said this to Dan, and when we were talking before the show, I'm like, when they finally brought these to the general public, people are going crazy because it makes life easier. Yes. Also, you know, seniors who have issue with their hands.
Correct.
This can be an absolute nightmare for them, trying to coordinate, because you got to use both hands. You got to try to keep the box stable and at the right angle. And what happens is it winds up tearing off at the side.
That's correct.
It's impossible.
And again, a large dish again. You know, I mean, why put them into plastic containers? Keep it in the dish you made the dish with, and look at that. I could just fold it right perfect. It stays perfect, no problem.
And I'm looking at all the stuff you've done. I mean, if you look at all the sandwiches, the baked potatoes, you know, I would say I probably use plastic wrap every day.
So do I. I mean, it's always on the counter.
Oh, yeah, mine never leaves. Isn't
mine
that funny?
Always on the counter,
It's next to my sink and it's up top.
Exactly.
Because virtually any time we have a meal, especially dinner time, and we, you know, it's me and Danny, my son, so it's like, you know, we have leftovers.
Sure.
Every single night, and this is the way to keep them fresh. I also say this. Invest in decent plastic wrap, too. It'll make your life easier. Don't buy cheapo, super thin plastic wrap.
Yeah, it's worth it because you're still not using as much, and you're going to wrap your food a lot tighter.
Right.
I use a good quality plastic wrap. You can see as I'm moving it. So when I take a hoagie like this that's messy and I want to keep it together, I can wrap it real tight. And then boom, I'm ready to go, no problem.
It really is a great feeling because you know you're doing it right. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's so key. And when holidays come, or you know, we got 4th of July will be coming, and you have leftover pieces of cake and leftover hamburger stuff or leftover potato salad.
That's correct.
You're gonna love that this is able to do that. Hey Dan, do it when you get a sec. Do pizza for me.
I just was gonna do that.
Can I bring it over to you?
Now, wrapping a half a pizza could be a problem.
Right.
So you take the pizza, you put it in. Now I could just make it as I want. I could move it around. I could take this, take a little bit out here, cut it. Now I could just wrap it.
Check it out.
And the whole thing is done back, front,
and right back in the oven when you want to reheat it.
And right back in the oven, absolutely.
That's what makes this such a great customer pick. Read the reviews on this product, and honestly, I will tell you, it's one of the must-haves as a kitchen guy that I was for years.
Yep.
The first thing I do when I found out these were made for home use is I got a Wrap Master. I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing's making my life so easy. And you'll be surprised how much you use it. We used to just give out one, and people were buying 2 and 3 and 4 of them for all their different wraps. So if you don't use the wax wrap very often, so you keep that one in a drawer and you pull it out when you need it.
Yep.
But you'll be surprised how great wax paper wrap is. People don't even realize, you can use it in the oven for baking and things like that.
Oh, absolutely.
And so utilize more of that. It's a great paper to be able to use in conjunction with this. We are down to our last minute, and you can see Dan just goes on. You've done like a whole party's worth of food.
I have.
Here.
Look at that. And again, I love doing these long dishes because you could see how easy it is to wrap with the Wrap Master.
Yeah.
And that's what we've done.
And not only that, but when you pull out a piece of paper like this, like if I was going to wrap a sandwich, I'm already struggling because of how the paper didn't come out right.
Around, correct.
And it's already, and you've wasted paper and it doesn't open up on the other side.
Right.
And if you look at the difference in how you can do it with Wrap Master, this one's messy.
Absolutely.
This one's clean. And this one, there's a lot of waste. And I think a lot of people buy this because they waste so much paper.
Exactly.
Right? You wind up throwing the box in the garbage.
Yep.
Huge customer pick, $13.32. Dan, as always, wonderful job, buddy.
Doug.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I want to remind you, also available today is our charbroil. I'm going to show you that. There it comes. It's coming. There it is. And by the way, leftovers from charbroil, you need Wrap Master as well. So here's the deal with the charbroil. It's true infrared cooking. For anybody out there that has struggled with barbecue grills and you're like, I just wish I had one that could do everything. Well, that's what this does, because it's a smoker, it's a grill, and it's a roaster all at the same time. There's a little compartment where you can put chips in, and you actually can do slow cooking. It comes with a grill top, but you remove the grill top when you want to put food inside it, like turkeys, or if you're roasting racks of ribs, things like that. But you get that great smoky flavor and a really convenient way to be able to get your cooking done. We're doing, is that really $100 off? Wow. I'm surprised we're doing that. this time of year, this is the time everybody wants it. Usually, you know, you get a little discount in the wintertime, but you're getting a big discount right before summer starts. So if you'd like to have this for Dad for Father's Day, I will tell you that Dad will be very happy. You will make him smile if he sees this out on the patio with a big ribbon on it. And you can do stuff just like the pros. If you like to do brisket, if you like to do whole rib roast, which what we're showing you right there. And I will tell you, Mark Gill has done a rib roast in there. I think it's the best I've ever had anywhere. I mean, it's that good. Put just a little bit of a kiss of smoke on there and watch what happens when you take this out. I hope we show the whole thing. When you carve this thing, yeah. That's just money right there. It is so delicious. And I've done this before. I actually bought one of these for my brother. Loves it. Loves the convenience of it too, because you instant heat and you're ready to go. Anyway, that's 608-557. It's $29.99 on FlexPay if you'd like to take advantage of that with reduced shipping and handling. Back to my buddy Shannon.
All right, if you are a little bit time limited in the kitchen, as we all are, you think about those cooking shows where they've got time on the clock and they've got to finish it, like a show maybe like Chopped, for example. Well, we've got your efficient sous chef right here who will chop almost anything for you. Look at that, how fast and easy it is to get that. I mean, it's speedy, right? It's called a speed grater and a slicer. You get 3 blades. It's $20 off just for today. I do want to warn you that especially when this is that price and $13 and change to get it home, we have 580 to go around for everybody. So this will sell out very, very quickly because of this. John Florell, welcome.
Hey, thanks.
You know what? You got to be so happy because there are no knives involved here. There's no dangerous fingers.
It just saves you a ton of time. When you want to slice or grate anything in the kitchen, whether you're slicing carrots for you know, salads, or maybe you want to do potatoes for potato chips.
Right.
I'm doing 3 carrots all at one time. So basically anything that goes into the chute comes out through the drum. There's 3 different drums, okay? So you've got your slicing drum, which I have in here now, and we just filled up this entire bowl full of carrots and cucumbers, but that's how fast it happens. That's why we call it the speed grater. Let's face it, cooking doesn't take time. It's the preparation of the food in the kitchen that takes all the time in cooking. So when you have a tool like this, it saves you a ton of time. I'll show you real quick how easy this is. There's a little dial on the side. What this does is it loosens it up. Underneath is a suction base. So you set this down to your countertop or tabletop, turn that little knob, and it's locked on there solid, okay? To take it apart is so simple and easy to clean. There's a little tab on the back here. Now I'm gonna pop this out. This is the drum that does all of your slicing. Every crank of that handle gives you 4 slices. So every time that drum turns, it slices 4 times. Now the grating drums, you've got a coarse grate, and then you've got a fine grate. And what I like about it is your fingers, unlike these things, your fingers never get close to those grating blades, okay? Because everything is inside. So all you do is you place the drum inside. Oh, and by the way, you can unlock the top. This goes right in the dishwasher.
Oh, that's easy.
Or you can rinse it off under the hot or cold tap in the sink. Easy to clean, very durable, lock down to the counter top. You lock this in place with that little collar. I'm gonna put the slicing blade back in here, or the slicing drum. When you hear that handle click, that's when it's engaged. Okay, listen. Hear that click?
Oh, yeah.
Now you're good to go. So anything that you put down this chute, it will slice. So you can stack up 4 or 5 radishes in here if you want to slice radishes into a salad. All you do is turn the handle. You get perfect uniform slices. So you can go through mounds and mounds of food in seconds with this machine, and it's all right there on your countertop or tabletop. And it makes it easy for the kids because you never have to worry about sharp knives. Kids can slice up their own veggies and fruits this way. And because your fingers never get close to those blades. You've got the pusher that feeds it down through. And again, this is just for slicing. Here, watch this. For homemade potato chips, try this at home. Take a potato, place it in the top, and look at this. All I'm gonna do is turn the handle, and you've got potato chips ready to go onto a cookie sheet and put right in the oven. You can bake them with a little Parmesan cheese or barbecue salt over the top. Bake them in the oven, 350 for about 6 or 7 minutes. They're delicious, baked instead of deep fried.
Ooh, that's delicious. Or maybe scalloped potatoes with that instead of slicing them. And no grating on the side. Today's
That's right.
$20 off, and you get to choose white or gray, whichever one. This is when you can keep this right on your countertop. You're going to use it so much, which means you'll eat more vegetables.
Yep.
You've got more fresh cheese, whatever you wanted to grate or slice. Look at that.
And this is just the slicing drum. Now, again, all the slices come out the same thickness, okay? So for dehydrating, if you have a dehydrator at home, they come out perfect because they're all exactly the same. When food's cooked or sliced evenly, it cooks evenly. Now, I'm gonna move over to this one because I'm gonna show you again how to change this out. There's a little tab right back here on the handle, okay? This little tab, you pull this down with your thumb, okay? And that pops the handle off. That releases this drum. So we're gonna take the slicing drum out, and then I'm gonna put the grating drum in. I'm gonna put the coarse grater in here. And actually, I'm gonna start with the fine one this time, because I gotta tell you what, for breading, you're gonna love this. I used to watch my grandmother in the kitchen with a plastic bag and a rolling pin, and then she'd take her favorite, whatever it was, croutons or saltine crackers like this. She'd mash them up into a bag and then roll the rolling pin over the bag until the bag broke and the cracker crumbs went all over the floor. Look at this. Put a bowl in front. All you do is turn the handle. Now you can make your own chicken, fish, or meatloaf breading, and it goes right into the bowl. You can make as much or as little as you like. Add the seasonings right to this. And again, this is with the fine grater, okay? So it comes out super, super fine. If you want it more coarse than that, of course, you would use the coarse grater,
sure.
okay?
That's a great idea, John, because like so many of us are going gluten-free,
yes.
and yet gluten-free breading is hard to come by, and it's
now you can make it
ridiculously
yourself.
Expensive. Yeah, make
How
it
about
yourself.
this? Graham cracker crust for baking. Ooh. I mean, why buy it in the store already done for you where you're spending that extra money? Now you can take your graham crackers right out of your pantry, do this yourself right on the countertop or tabletop. You have fresh graham cracker crust ready to go for your cakes or pies.
I love it. And it's fresh. I mean, really fresh graham crackers.
Exactly.
A little butter
and you can
sugar.
get really creative with this, okay? I had chicken the other night, and I love this. We took some of these Cheez-It crackers, okay, and breaded the chicken with this. It added that cheese flavor on the outside. And again, you can do all kinds of different things. Croutons, dried bread. All you do is turn the handle. Here's a handful of croutons. How about for oh, I've got a great idea. In fact, Kat, she brought this out for me. Instead of croutons like this is kind of nice because it's like the seasoning is already in there. Yeah. So for breading a chicken, fish, or a meatloaf, you've got that seasoning already in there. But here, Kat brought these out. I got to try this. Watch this.
Ooh,
pretzels over the top of an ice cream sundae, or for cakes or pies. All you do is turn the handle. It's like a little hurricane of grating coming out of there. When you look in that drum, you can see it turning around, kind of like a little tornado in there. Every turn of that handle pumps out even more and more. Look at that, we filled up that entire bowl in a matter of seconds.
Wow.
But I'm gonna switch this out, okay? And again, to change out the drum, all you do is push that little tab on the back of the handle. When you insert the drum back in there, you wanna make sure you hear it click, and listen, hear that click? Now it's in. Now it's ready to go. I'm gonna take these breadcrumbs, put them back here, and I'm gonna show you this.
I wanna give you an update. We only have 500 left, and all of these will sell out at $20 off this morning. So get them while the getting's good.
Hey, how about Parmesan cheese? This is with the fine grating drum, just for grating cheese alone. I mean, it's worth it for this job alone. And again, when you get close to your fingers, you don't have to worry about busting your nails or knuckles like those old four-sided tin can graters that everybody knows and loves. Yeah. Now you don't have to worry about that. You just turn the handle. If you want a coarser grate, you pop this out. Now this is your fine grate, and I mean, look at the amount of cheese we just did. But watch this. Here, I'm gonna take another bowl, because you go through so much so fast with this machine. Here, I'm gonna snap this one on for your softer cheeses, like mozzarella, for your cheddar cheeses. Hey, on taco night, you're gonna love this. The kids can grate their own cheese, or maybe you're having a pizza, a homemade pizza, or possibly even, well, how about chili, you know, for over the top of your chili. And you can put your chili bowl right in front of this, let the kids grate their own cheese right into the bowl. Nice. Look at that. Again, it's like a hurricane of cheese coming out of there. perfectly graded, and you never bust another nail or knuckle. And the job's done so fast. That was an entire block of cheddar cheese, done literally in seconds.
Which is in seconds, so it's faster, it's more fresh, and it's really budget friendly because you're not only saving $20 today, but to buy shredded cheese already is so much more expensive. It's gotta be at least twice as expensive as just buying the block. And this way you can shred just what you need and not a giant bag. This is interesting.
Here's an idea. Take some peanuts or walnuts or cashews and some M&Ms. Look at this. For your ice cream toppings, for cakes and pies, now you can make your own dessert toppings. Whoa. And again, all you're doing is putting it right into the chute on top, okay? You can put whatever ingredients you want in there, and that's the best part about this. You use the ingredients you want. You know what it is that's going in there. It's not coming out of a bag or a plastic cellophane bag. You're making this fresh. Now you can take this right over to your ice cream. You sprinkle it over the top. You can top it off however you like. Look at this. I mean, that's a perfect ice cream topping.
Yeah. It reminds me of those frozen yogurt places, and each topping is 75 cents.
Yes,
right?
I know, right?
It's gonna save you so much money.
Now you can make your own. Here's a chunk of chocolate. You can grate chocolate for topping cakes, pies, or even a coffee or a latte. All you do is drop a chunk of chocolate in the top, turn the handle, and look at this. Again, it's like a little hurricane of grated chocolate coming out of there. And you have if you like it finer than that, okay, maybe you've got a recipe that requires fine grated chocolate. Here, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna switch this back out to the fine grating drum.
It's so simple to do. I mean, it really does take seconds.
And I'll use the white cheese this time so you can see the difference. And I'll tell you what, or cheese, I mean, this is chocolate, yeah. See the difference in the size? Now you can get really creative too. Maybe you want chocolate curls or shaved chocolate, okay, for a recipe or for a topping. You take the drum out, quick and easy, put the slicing drum in there. Let me clean that out. Put the slicing drum in, and now with your chocolate, now you can shave your chocolate. And look at the difference, okay, with that slicing blade.
Gosh.
Great for topping your cakes, pies, ice creams. I mean, just for one or two things that this machine will do, it's worth it. You don't have to use it for everything, but if it saves you that much time, it's worth it.
Sure, well, and it's a huge customer pick at $20 more. It's $13.32 to get it home, and that price break is just until every single one of them is gone, which looks like that should be really soon. We're down to 400, soon to go into the 300s. So this is your chance to get it this morning at $20 off. If you're a fan of the Chopped Show, you know. I mean, it's all about getting faster prep, safer prep, which saves you a lot of money. If you're buying those pre-packaged prep, sliced foods or grated cheese, this is gonna save you money in your first week.
It really will, and it's the time that it saves you that pays for the machine. I mean, when you can slice this fast, how long would it take you to slice a zucchini like this with a knife? I mean, that would take forever. With this machine, every turn of that handle, you get 4 slices. And again, you can use 2-3 carrots at a time in the top. Like I'm putting in 3 carrots at a time. I turn the handle, and look at this. Again, it's like a little hurricane of sliced food. And you don't have to plug it into the wall. Great for an RV, boat, or motorhome, so you can take it with you for camping. Now you can do all your slicing right there without even having to plug it into a wall. I mean, it does more work than those expensive electric machines, I think. Again, take a potato, put it in the top for making, oh, you know what? I showed you the sliced potatoes before, but here's what I love. Here, I'm gonna take this out. Watch the difference, because I'm gonna put the grating blade in, or the grating drum back in here. I love hash browns in the morning. And this is one of the fastest hash brown makers I think you'll ever see in your life. All you do is turn the handle. You've got hash browns ready to go in a frying pan first thing in the morning. And you can do as many or as much or as little as you like. You push down in there. Your fingers never get close to the cutting blade, so it's not like those old 4-sided tin can graters, you know, like we've been talking about. Now it's safe, fast, easy to use, easy to clean. And look at that. There's an entire bowl of hash browns.
Wow.
And here's a little tip too. When you're doing hash browns at home, okay, this is kind of a tip from my kitchen to yours. Instead of cutting hash brown potatoes like this and then putting them right into the frying pan, you know how they clump up that way?
Yeah, or a little gummy.
Do this into a bowl of ice cold water, okay? The cold water soaks the starch out of the potatoes, so they don't turn brown right away from the air, and they separate, and you'll have nice, light, fluffy hash browns. So soak them in cold water for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then strain it, and then put it in your frying pan and add all the other ingredients.
Thank you for that, John. All right, well, if you are on the phone, you're gonna have to be fast. I would go straight to hsn.com. We are down to about 250 left. This is right on its way to selling out. You've got about a minute or complete sellout. It has a suctioning base, a really easy to use handle, very easy to grip. It's got the drum holder, the slicing drum, the medium and fine grating drums, that food pusher, and a 1-year warranty. It's $13.32 to get it home, and you're saving $20 just for today and just for the next, I'm gonna say, few seconds before they all sell out.
Okay.
All you're gonna choose is gray or white. All right, what do we got? Zucchini.
Zucchini for zucchini bread or zucchini muffins. I mean, it does, again, it does way more work than those expensive electric machines. And if you don't want it grate, hey, listen, here's that's the coarse grate. Watch how easy this is to change out. Let me pop these out of here. I'm gonna put the fine grate in because for zucchini finely grated, all you do is change it out, change out the drum. You get a super fine grate. And it comes out of there perfect, like I said, like a little hurricane. With that pusher, your fingers never get close to the blades. And if you want to slice your zucchini, take that drum out. We'll go to the slicing blade, or the slicing drum, and it's there's 3 different machines all at one time. All you do is turn the handle. Here, I got 1 piece of zucchini left. Look at this.
1 piece of zucchini left. All right, well, as you're on the phone, you're welcome to stay there. Go straight to hsn.com. We will let you know when all of those are sold out. But thanks so much,
We filled
John.
up every bowl.
And so quickly, like you can barely even get the bowls in.
It's so much fun.
Thank you for that. Be sure that you get yours in white or gray. And we have got